And we have team coverage for you at 10 with Arizona now in the national spotlight.
So let's start with Zach Crenshaw live at Cesar Chavez High School in Phoenix, where former President Obama just spoke at a rally. Zach?
Yeah, guys, you know, if former President Obama's go-to rally words in the past were hope and change, as he joked this evening, tonight's theme was democracy. His former VP and current President Joe Biden hit on those same points from his televised speech in D.C. this evening, and both Obama and Biden are looking to rally the Democratic Party late, just 6 days before Election Day, with a cohesive and urgent message, as much of the polling shows Republicans gaining in the polls, specifically in key races like we've seen here in Arizona. Now, here in the South Phoenix gym of Cesar Chavez High School, the 44th president fired up the crowd, and he also took some shots at the Republican candidates here in Arizona, criticizing Carrie Lake, Mark Fincham, and Blake Masters.
Folks can win if we don't do our part. And if you've got election deniers serving as your governor, as your senator, as your secretary of state, as your attorney general, then democracy as we know it may not survive in Arizona. That's not an exaggeration. That is a fact.
Now, Senator Mark Kelly and current Secretary of State Katie Hobbs, who's running for governor, also took the opportunity and podium and tried to paint their opponents as dangerous to democracy.
This election is going to come down to just a handful of votes. Just a handful.
This race for governor isn't about Democrats or Republicans. It's a choice between sanity and chaos.
And one of the things that former President Obama also touched on late in his speech was it's not just about the Mark Kellys and the Katie Hobbs. He says it's important for Democrats to vote down ballot as well. And we saw a number of those candidates talk tonight. Secretary of State candidate Adrian Fontes, Attorney General candidate Chris Mays, and State Superintendent Kathy Hoffman, all addressing the crowd, hoping to boost their name recognition and, you know, rise in the polls here in the last 6 days. You know, while the speeches were intense with political rhetoric, a lot of talk about the stakes in democracy, I want to say former President Obama started his speech on kind of a lighter note, joking about the rumors that he was in town to potentially buy the Phoenix Suns with an ownership group. Katie, he kind of squashed those rumors early on, saying it was news to him that he was going to buy the Suns, as well as his wife, Michelle.
Yeah, he said Michelle hadn't heard of it yet either. So, yeah, it's probably a no-go in this case.